ready to do the next card in the Christmas in July. That's what it is. Trying to tone down some of that light. And, I'm debating on whether I want to use this ribbon or this other one. And I think I want to use the other one. I'm going to use these stickers and then this piece here. It came in a package that had both of these together. So I just cut off this piece down here where it says from and thought, why not use it? I could use this on the front, but I'm not going to. I have these pretty stickers, and I'm going to use this one up here. I'm not going to have to do any stamping at all. I am using cardstock that is part of a 12 by 12 sheet that is in a Mambi 12 by 12. Okay, I'm positive that's what I'm going to do. It's been one of those days. Right now it is pouring. I mean chucking it down with rain. My card base is a standard A2 size card base. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. This time I'm going to do landscape as opposed to portrait. This piece is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. The inside piece should be cut the same. Alright. So then this piece, which is going to go on the front, and the only reason that I'm using a bright white is because the lettering has bright white edged around it on this Merry Christmas. That's the only reason. Otherwise I would probably use like a craft color. That would be real pretty. But this white piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And then I got down this organza ribbon. You can get this at Walmart or probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's or one of those two places. I switched out my base because I didn't like how that other one was folding. Dear Elmer's, please don't make crappy products that tear up expensive paper. I'm going to cut this white piece down. I don't want all of this white around this. I'm just going to do kind of a hint of a white border around this. It may seem like a bit of a waste with the white paper, but these bigger pieces, I can stamp a sentiment on that, so I don't throw those out. Because I was listening to May May Made It the other day. I really do have a lot of adoration for her. She has worked her tail end off to get to where she's at, and I have a great appreciation and respect for that. You know, and her family is working equally as hard right alongside her. But I was listening to her, back to what I was going to say. I get sidetracked too easy. Yesterday I think it was, and she was saying on scrap paper, if you can stamp it or punch it, like if you could stamp a sentiment on it if it's big enough for that, or punch it, don't throw it out. That made perfect sense, because I've said to you guys, at what point do you deem a piece of paper too small, you know? And since this has rounded corners on this sticker, I'm gonna have to round these corners. Should have done it first, however, I should have cut the paper the right size first too. And I'll tell you how big this paper is in just a second. This is 4.5 inches by 1 3/4 inch. I'm going to pop this up on foam, go through these phases of embellishments, and then paper, and then adhesive. I always do that. And I've had people say to me before that I use too much foam tape or I use too much adhesive. And maybe for them it's too much, but I feel like if I'm the one that's paying for it, then I'm the one that deems what's too much and what isn't. I feel like this is not straight. Alright, now let's make a bow. I think I'm going to round the corners on this too. See how I changed my mind a lot? This card wouldn't be one that would cost a lot to send. You could probably get away with sending this card with just the normal one stamp to go here in the United States. This one would be a card like that because it won't have a lot of bulk like most of my cards do. But usually I write on the envelope, not suitable for the machine, and then I put extra postage on there because they would charge me extra if I went in there and said, you know, I need to get postage for this. Let's do some sequins. And if you have this glue and you have the metal tip, you cannot just put, if like say you lost this pen, you can't just get a pen out of your pen cushion and stick it in there because those rust. These are stainless steel pens that are used in these because they don't rust. You can buy the replacement pens. Now I bought this bottle of glue, this fine tip, and then extra replacement pens from Made It. But if you buy the replacement pens, you get a little thing that's got like 5 of them in there. And also what I started to tell you is Edith of Scrapbooking with Me, she also has an online store. I think she has a brick and mortar store as well. But she takes little magnets that she sells in her store and puts it right here on the lid, and then whenever she takes her pen out, she sticks it on the magnet. That way she knows where it's always at. She doesn't, you know, unless she knocks it off, she doesn't lose them. I had these little guys still out from the other day, but they're a little too big for this. So I have this one. Let's use a few of these and then we'll call it done. So I could put a piece of white cardstock here, but you can write on that with even a ballpoint pen and still see it. But when I fill out my Christmas cards, I usually use silver or gold gel pens. That's what I've been doing for years, so that's what I usually do, and that is easily seen on this red cardstock. So I could put a piece of white cardstock here, but you can write on that with even a ballpoint pen and still see it. But when I fill out my Christmas cards, I usually use silver or gold gel pens. That's what I've been doing for years, so that's what I usually do, and that is easily seen on this red cardstock. Let's see. Let's put this one here. I don't want to overdo it. Cute, right? And that was using no stamps. Now I will take my silver gel pen. This is a new one that I got from America. It's made by American Crafts. I bought it Tuesday morning. And I have a handmade with love stamp. Actually, I have several handmade stamps. Wait. I have several stamps that say either handmade or handcrafted. That's what I'm trying to say. On to the next one. I'm doing 12 Christmas cards in July, and my normal that I've been putting out is 2 videos a week, but on this, for me to get all 12 in July, I will have to put out 3 a week. So I hope you guys are happy with that and okay with that. Let me know what you think. I certainly appreciate all feedback, and I hope that I've conveyed that with any messages. So there. You guys have a great day and a great weekend, because it's the weekend, and a glorious tomorrow. Bye, guys.